Here is a list for you of quiet hunting methods which require no gunpowder and are not traps. Spears and darts. Spear. Harpoon and socket-headed harpoon. Gigs. Javelins, both land, hunting, and fishing versions. Atlatl, also known as the throwing stick javelin. Swiss dart, sometimes called arrow, also known as gypsy dart and Yorkshire arrow. The ancient hunting dart came in both a regular shaft dart with an attached head and a socket shaft dart that had a friction tip. Might have been the precursor to the socket-headed harpoon. Modern hunting dart, derived from lawn darts, maybe is what it looks like to me. I have never seen any actually used in hunting, but I have seen them made and practiced with. Gaming darts, I have actually seen these used to take mice and chipmunks. Rope darts, I've only seen them used in martial arts, but it is possible they could be used for hunting. The Kestrus dart, aka sling dart. It takes a specialized sling or staff sling to throw them. Plumbata, a Roman thrown dart. Up to 5 of them were mounted on the inside of shields. They were primarily for warfare, but they were also used to hunt with, according to a source that I have checked. Then there's bows and crossbows. There is the recurve bow. The tips curving away from you, they straighten as you draw the bow, adding extra airspeed. A reflex bow, its entire limb curves away from you when not strung, so they flex opposite of the direction when they are drawn. Self bow is a bow made from a single piece of wood. Longbow is a specific type of self bow with limbs that are rounded in cross section and around the same length as the user is tall, which allows a very full, long draw. Traditionally, longbows were usually made of yew. Flat bow. These limbs are approximately rectangular in cross-section. Most Native American tribes used this type. Much later, American engineers came to the conclusion that this was the most effective shape for bow limbs. Composite bow. These are bows made of more than one material. Takedown bows are bows that are made to be broken down for travel, often into 3 parts, the 2 limbs and the riser. Compound bow are bows with some type of mechanical aids. Most often they are pulleys at the ends of the limbs. Pellet bows. These shoot a pellet, usually of clay, wood, or lead. The only wooden pellet I have ever seen actually was some type of a whistling pellet. It whistled as he fired it. There's pistol crossbows. Most are non-mechanical, but I have seen at least one that was a mechanical. It averaged between 40 and 80 pounds of draw weight for the pistols. Some of them have a cocking mechanism to aid the user. Rifle crossbows. Most are now mechanical, but there are some still that are non-mechanical. Most have some way to help the cocking in order to aid the user in the draw. I have seen draw weights as high as 175 pounds on production models. Some newer models have inverted power strokes, and I have seen a couple with vertical limbs instead of horizontal. Slings and slingshots. Some slingshots have braces, and some can be converted to sling bows. Some sling bows can also be converted back to be used as a regular slingshot. There's also a panna slingshot, and it uses a dart. Slingshots can be band powered as well as tube powered, and there's a new slingshot out there called a pocket shot that folds down and it literally will fit inside your front pocket. Other thrown projectiles. The chakram. Everybody remembers Xena, aka the deadly frisbee. Okay, I made the deadly frisbee up. Throwing knives. also known as the Hunga Munga. Many different versions exist. Throwing axe, also known as tomahawk, hurlbat, I can't say that, francesissa. Many different versions of this exist. Throwing stick, also known as boomerang, rungu, namkari, and shillelagh. Shillelagh was originally known as the Irish bata. I was told it was used to hunt with at some point in time, but I don't know that to be a fact. There are many different versions of the throwing stick. Some are straight, some are curved, and some just have knotted heads. Bolo. Meteor hammer, also known as the mangariki and the surajun. Basically, it's a two-headed bolo. I've only seen them used in martial arts, but supposedly also has hunting uses. The Eskimo yo-yo. It's another two-headed bolo derived from ancient bird hunting bolos, supposedly. Dragon beard hook. Another unusual martial arts weapon. I have been told can be used for hunting specifically hard-to-reach items like turtles, fish, gators. I had trouble believing that. But it's also could be thrown over a cliff edge to get to birds that are unreachable by any other method. Air guns. Air guns come in both rifle and pistol forms and are generally powered one of three ways. Pneumatic. These air guns use compressed air for power from a multi-pump, a single pump, or a pre-charged cylinder, think scuba tank, attached to a gun. Spring piston. The name pretty much says it all. A spring pushes a piston back, then the trigger releases the piston, which drives a column of air forward. There are three basic types of spring piston guns that I know of. Brake barrel cocking, under lever cocking, and side lever cocking. And the third form that I know of is CO2 powered. It's a cylinder of CO2 attached to the gun that provides the driving force for the ammo. Blowguns. They come in three calibers that I know of: 40, 50, and 6.25. The darts come in many forms for these type of guns. I know of stun, broadhead, mini broadhead, razor broadhead, Zytel head, bamboo, spearhead, sharpened wire, mega spike, paintball, and cluster darts. I will speak about cluster darts just a little bit more in a second. And finally, the seventh section of all these quiet hunting methods I've come across is the multi-projectile method. Zubin X340 crossbow. If you get the hunting package, it comes with 12 sabots. They hold BBs, making it a crossbow shotgun. Cold steel blowgun in .625. You can get something called a driving cone and place up to 7 wire darts within the cone, making it a wire dart blowgun powered shotgun. Okay, and last and not least is the slingshot again. If you hold multiple rounds within the pouch and practice, you won't hit yourself, but practice. I practiced with a glove and a leather shield over my arm. There's also a pocket rocket multi-shot holder from long ago. I'm not sure how well that works. And the third way, and the way I found is best, is to take a little piece of tissue paper and just put the amount of shot in it that you want that fits within your leather pouch, and there you go. You now have a very large list about quiet hunting methods. This isn't all inclusive, and I'm sure other people will add. Thank you and have a nice day.